And yeah, we are live now on many platforms. Hello, my name is Marie Diamond. So wonderful to be with you all here. And so we're both on Instagram Live. Hello, everyone, on YouTube, on Facebook. So this is part of our weekly meeting. And our weekly meeting is about making sure that you can ask me some questions, of course, but we're also going to talk about a certain topic. And I just came from my ATL Europe Club. It's an organization I started in 2012 to really share with the world, how to bring transformation leadership, heart-based, and to connect with everybody. And I just want to say hello to Romania and Montreal and people that are in the other areas. They can also say hi. It's wonderful to Munich, Leusden. Okay, amazing. Hi, everyone. So I want to talk about something that today we were actually having really a lot of conversations about. And it's about how important it is to have your own community. And so you can have your Instagram community, you can have your friends community. And I think it's one of the things we have learned in the pandemic, how important community can be. I know some of you are at Clubhouse, and so every Monday evening, I have the Secrets to Success, Explore the Law of Attraction, that we're talking about the Law of Attraction. So Clubhouse is a way to connect Facebook groups. So we have learned that we need to communicate with each other. We need to create a commune, and commune means togetherness. There's more than ever, even if we feel quite individual in everything we do and perhaps very isolated, it's more than ever you reach out. You reach out to friends, to family, even if it's virtually at this point. But how important that is to connect with people. And I just want to wave to all the people that are coming in. Hello, everybody. And so be in that community sense. And, I would say when I grew up, right, and I come from small villages, and, community was there. The neighbors took care of you when something went wrong. That's kind of what that area was. And we kind of lost that, I would say, from like the 60s till like probably last year. We in the Western world, we lost community. And now we have to really open up again our hearts. And I would say from the 60s to 2020, we were very much about, you and I and the self energy and the individual life. And like on top of it, it became the selfie, right? And so what I see is that we are really, since 2020, we're moving back into that community experience. And so community experience that thinks differently. It thinks about the we form. It thinks in together. It talks about union, about unity. And so that is actually the consciousness that we are going towards. And I remember many years ago, I was talking to a shaman from Latin America, and he said, like, this is the greatest disease that the Westerns have. And that is that they all think that life is only about them. And they forget that they are part of a unity field, part of a experience of togetherness. And it's only when they start healing that part that they start really taking care of each other and supporting each other, that literally you will be able to heal the planet. And I think that's exactly what we're doing right now. We kind of were pushed into our own home, our own lives, not being able to work. You have to work from home. You can't see everybody that you desire, or just traveling even and connecting with people. We all had to kind of see that community is, first of all, about not only being present physically, but being in relationship with. And being in a relationship with somebody is taking time to listen. It's taking time to have a conversation. It's taking time to talk just, perhaps about life, instead of being talking about business and talking about, oh, what you want to accomplish, but just talking, just being with each other. And I think that is probably one of the greatest things that we have seen that the pandemic has opened up for us again. And I do believe it's the beginning of the healing process also for our planet. And today I was having very in-depth conversations with people that, about the healing of the planet. And, we are in a climate crisis. And somebody was saying, like, well, the science will get there, right? The science, with all the information, they will get there, they will find solutions. And I would say, yes, but there's something else that the scientists don't see, and it is energy. Yeah. So right now, if we can create a heart-based community, right, an energy of togetherness, that is actually the other side that will help to change the climate crisis that is there. It's not just the data, it's also the heart that needs to be in place. And the heart is only in place when we are able to talk and converse and connect with each other from that place of not judging, not seeing somebody else as different, just seeing them. It's a different interest that they have, a different way of living, a different way of communicating, a different way of being. But it doesn't mean that it's not good. It just means it's a different way of looking at it or living your life. So if we can start seeing that it's not about difference, but about, respect and honoring the other person in his being or in her being, then that is where the heart comes in. And I do believe that right now, that's exactly what we're shifting, right? Even if we are not so much in person in contact, we're probably more energetically in contact with each other. And so that energy contact that we have by virtually, you can still virtually bring over your energy, right? We're waving, we're putting hearts out, right? So, you can bring still the joy in your eyes and the joy in your presence. You can still bring that forward. And that is exactly what we can do. And this is, I feel, it's like the upgrade that we need to make right now. And some of you have been on Zoom and on Clubhouse and Facebook Lives and in all different places. But you have to understand, you have to upgrade that presence in that virtual world right now. It's like your avatar has to get an upgrade. Yeah. But you're the avatar, you're the person to, share that energy that you have, right, with others. And so express, the gratitude you have. So I'm super grateful that we have some moments together today, and the gratitude towards each other, the gratitude that you take time, the gratitude that you are all good. And so that is part of the energy that we need to bring forward. And, we can definitely look at all the problems that are existing in the world. And I had this conversation yesterday with my husband, and he was like, we're back in lockdown in France. And he's like, oh, another month of lockdown. And, he had a little bit of a little meltdown, right? That we all have once in a while. And I said, you have to really look at, what is okay, right? It's like, if you look at this, you can say, well, there's not so much water, but hey, there's a lot of mint in here, right? So the mint, right, is a freshness, right? So, you have to always look at what is there and what is there to be grateful about. Yeah. You're alive, you're healthy, all the good things that there are for you. You need to really look at it from that perspective of like, I'm so happy for this, right? And of course, there are things that are not so great and that you want to change, and hold the vision. Yeah, hold that intention, and not just for one person, but hold intention literally for not just you, but hold intention for your environment, hold intention for your community, hold intention for your children, your family, that we're ultimately going to be going back to a new normal. And I'm calling it a new normal because literally it will never be the normal that we had before. Why not? Because we have changed, right? So we all have gone through a transformation. But guess you always go to a transformation. Your body is never without transformation. Every part of your body continues in transformation. Literally, you were not the person you are now 5 minutes ago because something in your body has changed, or perhaps you got a new insight. So there's always change going on. So that's why I'm calling it a new normal. We're going to go on. Yeah. And I think that is definitely important. So somebody's sharing, I'm watching The Secret right now. Amazing. I was just having a conversation today. Somebody was saying, I know you from somewhere. I said, oh, you have watched The Secret, right? And so yeah, this is like beautiful gliding law of attraction, right? And indeed, somebody said, well, perhaps we can switch off from TV and a lot of social media. Don't switch off now. We're still live, right? But yeah, you need to take time to listen, right? To have time for yourself and time for others. Really, we were too busy. We were running all the time. And so I was all the time traveling. I mean, literally, I would be 2 weeks home, 2 weeks traveling. That was my energy for the last probably 15 years, right? And now I'm like, oh, I don't have to travel, right? I just travel virtually to all of you. And of course, I'm missing travel because I love traveling. But the whole point is that, I was in that always gone thing. And now I'm like at home, relaxing, enjoying, doing what I love to do, being with you, teaching, and so forth. So somehow, I believe we all have manifested a little bit of time for ourselves and time to build up a new community, to be in a better community, or to commune. Communing means connecting with other people around us. Yeah. So I hope you all have that experience. Somebody's just sharing meditation in the morning. Yes, that is a to-do thing, right? Meditate in the morning, fill out your journal, what you're grateful for, set your intention for the day. Yeah. Then at night, she says, I meditate again. I'm so much calmer and focused in life. So this is one of the things we're doing. And so if you want to, um, change something in your life, you have to change some of your habits and some of your attitudes also, right? Some of your beliefs, some of your way of doing things. And so could be making a vision board. So somebody just mentioned Magical Program 2021. That is where we're creating a vision board for this upcoming year to really set your intention. And so that is so important for you to really focus on these things. So somebody else is sharing, I totally agree with everything, and you're so knowledgeable, and thank you for your advice. You're so welcome. So the people that are here, if you have any questions, you can definitely ask them. And somebody else saying, I'm taking your course. It's been so fun and insightful. Lovely. So we have for people that are interested, we have a new upcoming course. It's called the Manifestation Circle. And so for 8 weeks, we're going to go through all the steps you need to take to really manifest the more energy. Because the last year, we have been focusing so much on limitations, on feeling, stuck, on feeling the lack of freedom, the lack of traveling, the lack of money, perhaps. So, but now it's really time with going back to the more experience. I believe that consciously we also have to pull us out of this pandemic. We also have to pull us into a new, I say, new energy and a new reality. And so that is exactly what we need to do. So let's see some of the questions. So, what direction is more important, the personal or the year's direction? So, talking about that, so everyone that is on the call, you can find out what are your personal good directions. You can go to marydiamond.com and click on Get Your Free Energy Report. And when you click there, you will be asked to put in your birthday and your gender. And then you will get an energy number and four best directions. So your four best directions are always for you the most important. Yeah, because it relates with your energy. It's like where you will activate success and money, where you activate relationships, health, and wisdom. And then the year direction is like what's going on this year, right? This year, there's certain areas that are varying. For example, if you want to have long-term results this year, you need to clean up the west area of your office, the west area of your home, because that's where a lot of long-term money is. So clean that up and place there golden objects or gold looking objects or like crystals. Yeah. So that is something you can do to activate that. So, but always first go personal. Yeah. Um, where should I store old printed photos of my children? Currently, they are in my bedroom closets. Well, one of the things I suggest when you have printed photos of your children, make a beautiful photo album for each child. Yeah. And so make sure it is, to be giving to them for a beautiful party, a birthday, or for a Christmas, or any, time you feel like you would like to give them something. So you can do that. So make sure it's all very well organized. And you can put them in your bedroom closet, but you also can put it, in the area of the West, because that's all to do about the joy of children. Yeah. Um, like my mother, she had all these photo albums that she had created, and she put it in the West area. And so each time it gave her so much joy to look into that. Yeah. How do you differentiate between the success and the wisdom area? So, success is really about your career, it's about money, finances. Yeah. While wisdom is all about working with your spirituality or your religion or your education. So, it's about knowledge and wisdom. So, it could be expressing your beliefs in God, in the universe, connecting with spiritual guardians, angels or masters, saints. So you can put that there. But it also can just be education, can be books that you place there, a knowledge that you have expressed. So you can put that all in the wisdom direction. Of course, I'm so happy to be coming live right now. So, somebody shared, I love your work. One question about the bedroom. You always talk about the importance of two bedstands. My room is so small for this, so I just create the other side also with a nice lamp, but the bed is on one side on the wall. Any suggestions? So yeah, sometimes, especially when you are looking for romance, yeah, it's always good to kind of tell the universe there's place for two people, right? So, but that's not always possible, right? So depending on how big the room is, right? And so, you try to have a nightstand, and if you can, put in a lamp on the other side. I like that idea, but make sure there's two pillows, right? But if you cannot show that you're open to romance in your bedroom, then make sure there is space in I would say the the bathroom, so there's like a closet ready for the partner to come in, or even there's space for the clothes of a partner to come in, or there's a drawer ready for that partner to bring things in. I've seen so many times that people say like, yeah, I started living with somebody but there was no space for me, and ultimately they leave quite quickly. Yeah. um so where's a good place to store all my journals? I have hundreds. So journals is about your wisdom, like everything you've been writing to yourself, to your inner self, to your higher self. It is actually wisdom. So put that always in your personal wisdom direction. So somebody shares, if I need to sell a property, any advice? Well, first of all, always make sure that for property you clean the house completely, right? Make it warm and cozy. Real estate people really trust the smell needs to be good. Like that's why they always have fresh baked cookies with them, but you can actually do beautiful essential oils. Vanilla is a really good one. When people smell vanilla, they feel always calm and welcoming. When you want to sell a house and you bring people into like prospects for selling, always make sure you remove personal pictures before they come so they can see themselves living in that place. Otherwise, subconsciously they say, well, this place is taken already. They don't want to leave so fast. Yeah. So these are a few things you can do. How do you encourage a space at home when somebody struggles with infertility? Very interesting. So fertility, if the infertility is with the woman, we will activate the southwest. So the southwest stands for motherhood. So you will then place like a rose quartz crystal. You will declutter the energy. Make sure it is very feminine area. The colors rose are very important in that area. When infertility is with the man, you need to look at the northwest area. So you declutter the area, and then you work with white quartz crystals or silver and gold looking colors, and you make it more a male vibration. Especially when there's like too much fire in the northwest, that will mean that it's harder to have fertility for a man. So fireplaces in the northwest we try to avoid. But fireplaces in the southwest just increase the fertility of a woman, interesting enough. And so, but if you don't have a fireplace, you can place some beautiful candles. Is it okay to have the headboard of the bed in the bedroom in the color blue turquoise? Well, I try to avoid blue colors, as a headboard. Why? Because what happens is it's like a wall of water behind you. And then you get quicker emotional, or in the morning you feel it's harder to wake up, to get energized in the morning. So it's not one of the favorite colors that I would suggest. And recently I had this young girl and she had this blue turquoise headboard. And so I suggested to actually change it into like a beige. So always in the bedroom, it's better to work with colors that are more earth-like. Yeah, beiges, browns, yellows, roses. Yeah. Okay. So another question. Love all your questions. Can I put my vision board on the wall in front of my office desk facing my success east direction? A vision board, and that's why it's so good to know your personal energy number, so check it out on the website, is that to really always place it in your success direction. Yeah. So the success direction of your, not facing your success direction, but in your success direction. If you cannot do that, then otherwise it's always good to place it like opposite of where you're looking, right? So that you kind of subconsciously see your vision board. So there are places where you do not place a vision board whatsoever, right? And that is like a kitchen, like a bathroom, a toilet, on the fridge. Don't do that. So my daughter and I used to share a large one bedroom. She moved to her father's place last year. Should I get rid of her bed to make more room for my activations or continue to share the space with her? Well, I would suggest give yourself some more space for you, right? You have really worked very hard in educating this beautiful daughter of you. And so, she decided to connect in a different place with her father. So now it's time for you. So I would get rid of that bed and make sure it's now a little bit more focused on you. You have been giving already a lot. Yeah. So where can I place my home office desk if I can't face a door? Yeah. So if you cannot face the door, sometimes it's just not possible, right? In that case, place it as much as possible that you at least still see it to the side of you. right? So even if it's not in front of you, but like that you don't have to move too much to see who comes in. That's why we don't want to sit with the back to the door, because then we totally have to turn around, yeah, 180 degrees. So the more you have to turn, just a little bit, the better it is. Yeah, lovely. Um, Tips for attracting a soulmate and love in life, please. Okay, I have a very good tip for you. One I used myself. Okay, so first of all, check out your personal energy number and get your relationship direction activated in your bedroom, because you cannot have single images around you. I was yesterday talking to somebody, and she had this beautiful picture of a woman by herself. I said to her, "Oh, so you're deciding to stay single?" She said, "No, no, I want to have somebody in my life." I said, "Well, above her headboard was a single woman." She said, "But she looks so romantic." I said, "She's still single, right?" So you have to be careful. Don't put single pictures of single men or women in your bedroom. Yeah, because you're giving the wrong message. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I would love you to write a love letter, right? And it's a love letter to the universe. So you kind of tell the universe exactly what you want in the person you want to meet, both physically, on the career, financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, intellectually. You write that down. You make that very, very clear. So most of the time, people have made that part of the love letter, but there's two other parts. The second part is you need to write down, what do you want that future partner of you to love about you, right? So until I did that, I always attracted men that I really loved in many ways, right? But they all had a little bit of a problem with me. First of all, they thought I was too smart sometimes. Um, sometimes they were thinking I was too special because I was interested in energy and I was meditating. So I kind of wrote down everything my future partner would love about me. I always was telling, I'm going to travel the world and live in America. I want to have these two children. I want to have dogs. And some of these men just were like, okay, and they stopped the relationship because they didn't like who I was. So write down even the craziest things, right? What you want that person to love about you. Of course, all your good things, right? But even if you're like, yeah, that person is okay if I'm not always, doing this well, or I'm perhaps not a princess in the kitchen, or like they totally love you, yeah, for who you are. And then the third part of the love letter you're writing to attract your soulmate is you're going to describe all the things you want to do together. Yeah. And I always say this tip, I forgot one thing, right? I forgot to ask the universe that my partner and I would love dancing together. I forgot that he could be a good dancer. So he's not a good dancer. Don't tell him too loud, but he knows. So, and that was like one of the things I really wanted to have, right? So, hey, I attracted children that are great dancers. So now I'm dancing with my children. So it's all fine for that. But write down what you really want together. Yeah, what is your life looking like together? And then once you have written that love letter, thousands of people have done that with amazing results. Then burn that letter, keep a copy of it, because when you meet that person, you can then tick off, right? All the things, right? But the original, you burn that up outside when it's beautiful weather, like around noon, between 11 and 2 local time. You burn it up and you send it off to the soul of your soulmate. Yeah, and said, hey, I'm already sending it. One of the things is that things start falling in place. Yeah, you will go to somebody, you will be invited to some place. It's like the universe will start reacting to that. Yeah, it's really adorable and it's amazing. Okay. I'm working and sleeping in a small room. Okay. What's your advice for a room where different energies are mixed? Well, Milda, what I do is I always suggest to people to get like a screen, a Japanese screen. And so when you're working in the room, put a screen between your desk and your bedroom, or the bed. And as you're doing that, you're actually not seeing the bed, because then your subconscious mind is not like, oh, I have to fall asleep. Yeah. And when you are going to sleep, put the Japanese screen around your desk so that when you go to sleep, your mind is not saying, I have to work. This is a really good solution and it works wonderful. Yes, also, I say hi to Christine. Lovely to have you here. Is it okay to put a glass protective top on a white office desk? Yes, it's totally okay to do that. So, but what is not good is to have a desk with a glass, yeah, so where you can see through, because everything you put on that glass, it actually says it falls through it. So you won't make money, the money will fall through it. So all your energy gets lost. So always cover it, yeah, with something you cannot see through. You cannot on your desk see the ground beneath it. Okay, lovely. I'm just looking at some other questions. Oh my God, so many came in. Um, can I write this love letter with already existing husband to improve our relationship? Yes, of course you can. Yeah, totally. Um, so I'm just looking at the questions. I'm doing your Mind Valley course. Oh, amazing, Elaine. And Love and Romance course. Okay, you're on a roll. I am divorced with one son and want to attract romance. What do I put in my relationship direction in the living room? Well, I think in the living room you can really focus on your relationship with your son, because that is exactly at that place where you are communicating, you're in communication, right? You're together, watching television or having conversations. But I also would put in that area something about love, yeah, or like an image of a couple, right, or two hearts. So you can play with that, or like two candles, yeah. Um, and you can put a picture of your son and you in the entrance of your home. But if you're wishing to attract romance, perhaps you put it more in the living room. Yeah. Okay. Lovely. So I have to look at different screens here. So bear with me. I'm about to redecorate my house and have you any suggestion of colors to paint my living room and bedroom to bring peace and harmony. So as I shared bedrooms, I always want to stay with two kinds of colors. So earth colors, yeah, because it gives always calm and peaceful energy. That's like beige, browns, yellows, peaches, orange, rose, yeah, of very good colors for bedrooms. In the living room, you can go a little bit more, stronger. Um, you can definitely go also for earth colors. I always love to work with something in orange. It can be that you stay neutral like beige, but then add like 20% to the beige that is like yellow, or that is like rose, or that is like orange, or even whites. Whites are also good, but then add always a little bit of a color, like a warm eggshell yellow. So it's not 100% yellow. So that when the sun comes in, it picks up that little bit of warmth. So right now, when you look behind me, you would think that this is kind of a peachy color, but it's not. It's actually white, but it has some peach in it. Yeah, like a 20%. So when then there's a light or the sun shines in, it picks it up and it makes it warmer. In a bedroom, you can also work with more metal colors, so like whites and golds and silvers. But you need to then still spice it up a little bit with other colors in the like rose, or like a beautiful red, but not too much red in a bedroom. Yeah, I know people will think, hey, that's passion, that's sexual energy, but too much red creates too much energy, and what happens is that you can't fall asleep. Green is the same thing. Too much green in a bedroom, I would not paint walls in green. Too much flower design on the wallpaper, I would not do, because then you're subconsciously think I'm in the nature and you don't fall asleep in nature. Blue, also walls in blue, I avoid that because you're like in the sea at that moment. So subconsciously, it's not such a good idea. So is it bad to sleep with my bed under window, even if that's my success direction? No, no, Lizzie, you can definitely sleep with your bed under a window, but you have to cover the window with thick curtains, so there's no light coming in that area. And during the day, you can definitely open it up. Yeah. So if your relationship direction is above the door, always remember it's not just the door. You always have some space next to the door, right? Close to the door where you can put something. Yeah. So I'm just looking at. Okay, I got already shared. Any advice on essential oil to help you with mosquitoes? Well, I know how essential oils can work with mosquitoes. I'm not an expert in it, so I'm not going to answer you this one. But I work with essential oils for creating harmony in a home. That, yes, I could answer you. But mosquitoes, it's not my thing. So salt lamps, for example, are considered like gemstone. So you can put them like in the west, in the northwest, in the southwest. And lamps are actually can be placed in every area because they bring energy. It's like candles. Yeah, they bring energy. They bring light. It's just that you have to look at what is the lamp shade, the lamp form that works with that. Yeah. So I'm just so somebody's just sharing about the mosquitoes. It's tea tree oil. I learned something new. I have that in my house. I will start using that. Thank you so much, Tanya, for giving that. So somebody share, what about wallpaper of beds? I don't know what you exactly mean by that, but if you could go deeper into that. Thank you. Plants in a bedroom. Yeah. Plants in a bedroom is something I try to avoid if it's real plants. If it's fake plants, that is fine. But always try to avoid plants that have sharp edges, like that, or like the leaves look like knives. Yeah. So everything must be round. But in a bedroom, I try to avoid that because they're a little bit too yang, yeah, too active energy. So real plants. So put them in living rooms, dining rooms, kitchen, places where you're active. Yeah, even an office, I would put them there. Yeah. So somebody's Joseph, hi, you're number 7, you're rooster. Which direction should I meditate this year? Well, this year, try to face for meditation northeast for you. Yeah. So sitting in the southwest facing northeast. Yeah. White in the bedroom can be okay, but again, not completely white because then you're too yang. And when you're too yang, you actually move into the yin energy. So you actually will become more depressed. So everything white gives people a depressive state. It's very interesting, right? So just add always some peach, some rose, some extra beautiful colors that gives you a little bit of warm energy. Can I have a larv agave plant in my health direction of the living room? Well, agave is definitely a good health plant. So I would say yes, depending what is your health direction. Because if your health direction is, for example, north, a plant in the north will actually bring the energy down. So I would not put the plant there. A large agave plant can definitely be in the east, the southeast, or the south area of your living room. Okay. Oh my God, I love that you have so much questions. Best place to be creative, like painting and writing lyrics. Well, it's good to create your own space for sure, especially when you're painting. But try to face a good direction when you're writing and when you are painting. So in any room you have, I would not look for a place in your bedroom, yeah, but rather, could be your dining room, could be your living room, or an extra, like a guest room or something, yeah. So, like I said, you can have plants in your success direction if this would be southeast, south, or east area, yeah. Okay. Can I have a glass of water at my bedstand, at my health corner? Yes, you can even have a whole bottle of water there. I have that too. Stay hydrated. That's one of the key points, right? Wonderful. So somebody is sharing about her agave plants. Yes, her agave plant is in the northwest area. So please move it over. It's not a good place for you to do that. I'm sure. Okay, I'm going back and forward on Instagram for some reason. There's not such a good connection. My front door faces east, but it walks into a vestibule that has a door which faces south. So which one would I consider the front door direction? Well, it is still east. Okay. How to give your backyard good feng shui? Do you recommend any plants to plant in the yard? Well, it really depends on what are the directions of your backyard. So to really answer that, would need really a personal consultation of a landscape feng shui. So unfortunately, that's a little bit too much for this. Okay. So somebody share what was the first thing to write in the love letter? Well, always the first part is you write what kind of partner you want, what is physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, career-wise, financially would you like to have. My front door enters into my living room. Is that bad? No, it is not bad, but make sure that then there is some space walking in, right? So that you're not like stopping the flow literally by a sofa or a table that's stand there. Make sure that people at least can put a few steps out towards your sofa, right? So it's all about creating enough space. Yeah. Yes, a goldish yellow comforter is okay. So yes, I think we're coming to an end here. So I want to thank you for all the time and so you know that every Thursday we're going Marie Diamond Live. Yes. And so then each time you can ask some questions. So I want to express my gratitude for taking time, for being with me. And you can definitely follow me on Instagram, Marie Diamond 8. Please, not just once, but just make sure you're part of my Instagram because there's always wonderful things happening. People are interested to join the Marie Diamond Manifestation Circle. You will see posts coming in, so you can join us. It will be amazing. And to really manifest, you can also go to my Marie Diamond fan page, my YouTube channel, right? There's always something happening there. And I'm looking very much forward to see you in whatever that is, but be well, be safe. And I just want to express all my love to all of you. Bye.